We're back here on 101, ladies and gentlemen, and my guest at this time is the loud and proud kid. I've had the pleasure of commentating with this guy from time to time, Mr. Louden Styles. Mr. Styles, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going? It's going good.
hmm Let me ask you this question, Louden. I mean, tell us about Louden Styles, the call.
Wow, you totally fucked up my first name on the first try. That's amazing. Yeah, Louded Styles the Call. Well, first of all, Loudon Styles the Call itself is basically every little thing that I've ever thought of doing or thought of saying, or like every action that I've never taken, it's put into him. He's basically, I know it's going to be sound kind of weird, but Loudon Styles call wise is basically just the outer thoughts and actions that I've never really taken or done.
Wow. So, what inspired you to do Battle Pro?
Well, basically what inspired me to start Battle Pro up was just watching other colleagues and just being a part of the colleagues in general, commentating them. It gave me the inspiration to just go, you know what? I could start a colleague. And and actually what's so funny was that Battle Pro was just a mere thought at the time because I had to save up money certain tools that you needed to make a colleague, but I didn't have the money for it. And also Battle Pro went through a lot of roster things, and it went through a lot of roster changes actually, because at the time that Battle Pro was created, I wanted to do a fantasy slash original concept, but that got 86th for the all original call league
hmm
because I felt comfortable doing all original than fantasy slash original.
Let me ask you this question because you brought this up on Evan's show. In case some of y'all don't know, Car Shoot. You brought this up. Explain about what steps do these new up and coming car owners have to go through.
The steps that the new up and coming callers have to go through. Wow.
Like Josh Jepson and Ryan Johnson.
Oh man. Well, first of all, like I said about Ryan, he needs to realize that just because you have a good-looking call, it doesn't automatically mean that you're going to herp a derp go super over like Oshie Jacks. No, you're not going to do that.
No, I have to.
What they need to realize is that you're not going to just go over because your call looks good or whatever, or you have a good theme, or you made them right or some shit like that. No, it doesn't work like that. What's kind of weird, and the call wrestling community in general, it works kind of like, it's like virtual wrestling. So you're gonna have guys that know how to book. You're gonna have guys that know how to write, and whoever picks up your call, they will book you in a certain way to where you either you job or you get over. It's basically kind of like wrestling in its own way. You're gonna have to work your way to the bottom to get yourself to the top, and if you fucking don't remember that, then dude, you will be a joke. And that's the problem with most of them now. Like WGE, the guy that owns WGE, he does not know psychology, because I've seen some WGE stuff. Ring psychology is not there. He can't book properly. He needs someone to help him, and I think he does at this moment. But the thing is, with guys like Jepson and Johnson and Arrow and anybody else that starts up, it is going to take a while for you to get to where you want to be. And you're not just going to be super over pushed and, be a big star. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to wait for it. God knows I waited for me to even get mid-recognized, It's just a lot of hard work, that's all.
Yeah. Let me ask this question. I want to get your opinion on the Poison Bee situation.
Poison Bee situation? Oh, man.
Wherever you want to begin.
Oh, man. Poison Bee himself. You know what? Poison Bee, I'll give him this. He's not letting it get to him as bad as, Like I'll just say it like this. If it was anybody else in his situation, they would have upped and said, fuck you guys, I'm going home, and would have been like, fuck everything, and basically would have left. Poison Bee, I'll give him this. He is taking this pretty well. He's pretty cool about it. I'm not going to lie when I say he has certain issues with how he works his call league. Mm-hmm. And I honestly think it's just one of those things where he does things subconsciously and does not know he does it. Like the fact that in Wrestle Haven, Poison Bee gets super pushed over. Like he gets the Mary Sue of all Mary Sue pushes. Like he goes over big names because it's his call. He's champion and undefeated because it's his call. Now, don't know if he's really doing that purposely or he doesn't know, but I think that he totally needs to be just someone tell him that doing that shit doesn't, necessarily get you what you want, And the whole thing about him, what I hear of him saying that he's bigger than guys in Connor Weinberg, Harbonator, and Smokey. Mm-hmm. If anybody's ever gone on Smokey's channel, I was part of that fucking shoot thing, and let me tell some people right now that was actually a while ago when that video was made. It was right around the time Burb talked about Poison Bee and how he said he was over than Connor Wine, Smokey, and Brent Harbonator. Smokey heard that, got pissed, and recorded a Skype conversation with me, Smokey, Frank actually got in it, and Garrett.
You mean it's up on YouTube now?
It's finally up on YouTube.
I gotta see that video, but continue.
Yeah, it's finally up on YouTube, and it's just us, venting, and Smokey venting as hell because, he got pissed when he heard that because Smokey saw some Poison Bee shit, and he's like, who the fuck is this guy? Mm-hmm. Now, whether he said it or not, if he did say it, wow, man, like, really? Wow? That's pretty fucking, that's pretty fucking arrogant of you. Mm-hmm. Considering, the only person that ever gave you a decent push, to my knowledge, is Evan O'Shea. He did it right.
True.
Everybody, like, let's see. Let's name off all the leagues Poison Bee's in. He's in Brawl. Mm-hmm. He's in his own thing, Wrestle Haven.
Yes.
Let's see.
He's in Josh's league, WTWE.
WTWE.
Well, he was in NAW South. I used the big word was.
Yeah. Boy, one match. Mm-hmm. And everybody was like, get that fucker out of there. Anyway. Brawl is the only league where Poison Bee actually got pushed right.
Mm-hmm.
To WTWE, you know, I can't really say nothing without, chuckling, but yeah, that's all. That's pretty much what I gotta say about the Poison Bee thing.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, let me explain about the Poison Bee situation. And what happened was that this whole thing happened while I was offline. You was there that Friday when the first thought they had was David Elrow going over Connor Ryan, and I absolutely positively said no, and I kept on saying no, and then of course we all know that David Elrow and Ryan Johnson quit because I wouldn't budge on it.
Because apparently they were like, we went to TC, and TC said it was okay, and TC said this, and TC said that, and it was like, TC may be one of the guys booking, but Carter's head booking. So if you want something done, you go to the head guy. You don't go to the guy under him.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of the problems of it is that, of that situation was that, well, we voted, it was 3-1 majority. And, some had to set the record straight, if it was 3-1 majority, but if the head booker said no, guess what? It's not going to happen.
Exactly. I mean, there's a reason why there's a reason why the head booker is the head booker, and any decision that is made has to go to him first. Apparently, they didn't realize that.
No, and I think, my problem with that situation is he's Conor Ryan. He's a former world heavyweight champion, and if you're going to have somebody like David Elrow go over Conor Ryan, you're going to get a lot of hate for it.
You're gonna get a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. Like, seriously, doing that basically put you on Burb's #1 shit list because Burb made Conor won.
Absolutely, and then the next day,
my fault, and she pushed Conor Wine to where he is now.
Yeah, and the next day after both you and Oshajax encouraged me to let him back in the group. The next day, while I was offline, TC, Ryan, and David, well, they said this was TC's idea, was to have Poison Bee go over Conor Ryan. I didn't even know about it until I got back online, and I went on the WCW booking group, and I saw Burb was there, and Burb said she wanted Conor Ryan out of NAW South, and I was trying to figure out what in the world is going on, because I didn't know what was happening.
I was like, I was away from Skype, and I go back and I see that, I'm like, what the fuck happened now?
Mhm. Yeah, but I think just to set something straight here, I'm not the person to blame, for Poison Bee going over Conor Ryan. Look at TC, Ryan, and David. They're the ones that, but I think TC, they were the ones that tried to push this idea, push it, trying to get it done, and I wasn't budging out one bit.
Yeah, like basically, I think it was one of those things where, they went behind your back.
Mm-hmm. But before we end this interview, let me ask you this question. What is your top 3 CAW wrestlers going on today?
Well, Louden Styles is #1, of course. I'm just kidding.
Put yourself first, by all means.
I can't wait for those Loudon is such a Mary Sue comments putting up there now. No, I'm just messing. Top 3 so far of calls today. Number 3 would be Brent Harvinator.
Absolutely, no doubt, no question.
Number 2 would be Danny Jackpot.
You ain't gonna get no argument from me.
Number 1, I have to say, number one of cause.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one because my mind has like four different people going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say it. Evan O'Shea.
No doubt about it. I think, Evan O'Shea, he's young, but he's up and coming, and obviously he knows, how to wrestle. Obviously
Yeah.
he knows how to, get in the ring, and he always competes, whether it's in WEDF, NAW North, or WCW, or WGE. Wherever he goes, he's successful.
Indeed. Oh,
Hmm.
I seriously wanted to just troll everybody and say, oh, my number one's Arcan.
I can't. Oh my goodness! Oh man! Before bringing this interview to a close, Loudon, you want to say any shout outs or any parting words you want to add?
Well, since I'm such a massive whore for my own league, go to go to www.youtube.com/the Louden Styles for all things Battle Pro related. Battle Pro episode 3 will be up sometime next week, depending if my computer would actually work.
Mm,
Also, tune in on Brent Harvinator's channel, his original channel, God by Popular Demand, for DFW and RSW, which hopefully will be coming soon. Tune in to Evan O'Shea's Brawl Call Wrestling channel for Brawl itself, the internet title tournament, which will be awesome. Trust me, it will, and it's not because I'm in there. Also, watch NAW South, WCW, NESC. Fucking look on Oshu Jax's channel, even if new TNA is inactive.
oh my goodness! Man, but thank you for your time, Loudon. And
Thank you. And oh yeah, also watch WTWE for the simple fact that we actually booked Miz better than WWE could.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Well, that's all the time that we have for right now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time on One, and we'll see you on down the road. Until then, good night, everyone.
See ya.